Morning there, boys and girls, friends and neighbors. Big Rig Johnny here with you. Big Rig Rants. Well, I got a good one for you today. And it's a common theme for me, and I don't know, it makes me feel like a fucking racist. Everything in this world lately, I don't know, in the last handful of years makes you feel like a racist. Because they call you a racist left and right. You know, if you don't completely accept everything that's happening in this country, the immigration, the lack of morals, the fact that nobody speaks fucking English and nobody says anything about it. If you don't accept all that stuff, you're a fucking racist. And I don't know, I was never a racist. I've always had a very diverse group of friends, and I have family. My wife's Mexican. I have family through marriage that are Mexican. I've always been interested in people. I like different cultures, I love Indian food, okay? That's where this comes today. I love Indian food. I don't have a problem with Indian people. I think, on one hand, all these fucking truckers out here that are all Punjabi, Sikh Indians, I really respect how much, like how hardcore they are about their culture. All their trucks are, they have decals and shit of these Sikh warriors and prophets and all this kind of stuff, and and even though it looks kind of funny to me, they wear it proudly. I'm looking at a trailer right now with this big ancient Sikh warrior. He's up like this and he's got his big fucking broadsword, and I think that's cool. I think that I guess it's cool that they have a community, which they absolutely fucking do, which is a double-edged sword with me. I don't like that they have a community because they don't speak English. They just speak I don't even know what their language is. Hindu is their religion. I don't know exactly what their religion, what their language is, but they all just speak that. And the people that are serving you speak very, very, very little English. Just enough to get along with what they're doing. I went last night and had Indian food, and I was able to order okay and ask a few questions about the spice level and all that, because that's all he talks about all day long, so he understands. But then afterwards, when I was trying to ask him about, am I the only white guy that's been in here all day, and is there, I just started to have a conversation with him. The guy had fucking no idea what I was talking about, or he just played dumb. I don't know. But and then this morning I get up and these fucking trucks are all backed in really close, and of course it's a fucking Indian guy. I guess I'm like the only white guy in this whole fucking truck stop. And they back in so fucking close, and they got these trucks packed in here like sardines, even though there's a bunch of fucking space. There's a lot of space in this truck stop. You can park all over the place, but they got to park right fucking next to me because it's closest to the fucking convenience store, and so I gotta get out and I can barely get out, squeeze my fat ass through my door, without hitting this guy's truck next to me with my door. I'm fucking putting my dog back in the truck. I hit my fucking head, and it's just fucking irritating. And then I go inside, and I'm trying to just get some coffee and a fucking breakfast burrito, to start my day. And they got a bunch of different coffee machines. They got these, mocha and latte machines, and I'm trying to make a fucking mocha this morning, and nothing works. All that comes out is the hot fucking water. There's no flavorings in there. So I go talk to the fucking head Punjab in charge behind the fucking counter, who's watching a fucking soccer game and not paying attention to anything else. I'm like, hey man, I go, these things aren't working. He doesn't really understand me, so I'm like, come with me. So I go over and I show him. Oh yes, it no work. I'm like, well, put a fucking sign on it, dude. How the fuck am I supposed to know? I'm not a fucking, I don't read fucking minds. Oh yes, and then, the other, I was trying to just get some regular coffee, and the creamer machines don't work, and I'm just like, fuck it, I don't even want a fucking cup of coffee. So I try to get some orange juice and a burrito. The burritos aren't labeled very well, and then I get up there, and they're too busy watching the fucking soccer game to pay attention to what they're doing. So my card keeps declining, even though I have a couple $100 in my account. I know for a fact that it fucking works, and it keeps declining. It's probably because these guys aren't paying attention and keep hitting the wrong fucking button. Because when I tried it again, it was still sitting there saying decline. I'm like, hey, can you fucking restart this machine so I can fucking, so I can try it again? Oh, yes. It's because they're watching the fucking soccer game. I'm like, listen, bro, I know your soccer game is important to you, but I'm a fucking customer. Pay attention to what the fuck you're doing with me, and then you can go back to the soccer game when there's nobody around to help. You're here working, asshole. Work. Well, I, didn't work too well. I didn't say all that. I didn't say all the asshole part, when I talked to him. I was more professional about it. But then, it kept declining. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Here's your fucking food. I'm out of here. And, but I didn't leave without grumbling under my breath. And he wants to know what I'm saying. Probably he didn't understand me. And I said, I'm grumbling under my breath because you do a shitty job at what you're doing. You're paying attention to the fucking soccer game. Nothing fucking works. And now I'm not able to buy any fucking breakfast. And I'm not very happy about it, you fucking towel head. So, and it makes me feel like a fucking racist. And there are going to be some hardcore people out there, or maybe some practical people that are like, well, you were kind of racist with the towel head comment. Okay, fine. But I mean, at some point, I'm like, you know what? I want you to hurt the way I hurt. I'm upset. I'm irritated. I'm out here hundreds of miles away from my family. I'm trying to get some fucking breakfast to wake up so I can go have a 12-hour day on the road. And, I'm just fucking irritated. And these guys are here doing a fucking job, supposedly, and they're watching soccer, or they're fucking around, or they're not cleaning up their bathrooms. Most of these places are so poorly maintained, it's not even funny, because these guys don't do their fucking job. They don't have any class is one word, but they don't care about what they're doing. They're not concerned about the customer experience. The fact that when I go in and take a shit, there's crap and trash all over the place, and there's hardly any toilet paper to wipe my ass with, and then when I wash my hands, there's no fucking paper towels in there to dry my hands, and most of their coffee machines don't work, and it's shit like that. It's like, listen, man, I'm here to try to patronize your fucking establishment, and you'd make more money if you fucking pay attention to little details. But that's what I mean. I mean, it's not just the fucking the Punjab Sikhs. It's it's the fucking 18-year-old white kid that doesn't like his fucking job either, and it's just looking at you like, what the fuck do you want? I mean, everywhere you go, the customer gets treated like shit. And when I react to it, which I do almost every fucking time, I'm either a fucking asshole or a fucking racist. Well, you know what? And I keep talking to my wife lately, and I'm more and more open with my irritation, and I'm more and more racist sounding because I'm fucking irritated with this whole deal. I mean, I'm reading the fucking article last night. 20% is what they project right now. Is there 20% of the 3.5 million truckers in the U.S. right now are Punjabi Sikhs. Okay, well, that's a lot. That's like 700,000, and they're opening these places left and right. In India, I read the Sikhs, the Punjabi Sikhs are the truck drivers. Like, I mean, there's probably a few exceptions, but barring a few what's the word I just said? A few exceptions. See, I'm irritated and I'm tired and I can't even get my fucking words out. Barring a few exceptions in India, Punjabs drive trucks, okay? So they come over here because they are oppressed over there and decide, well, we're to come to America, and the only thing we can fucking do is, because most of these guys have less than an 8th grade education, according to the article that I read, that was written by a Indian gentleman, okay? So it's not just American propaganda saying you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. This is written by his own people, have less than an 8th grade education, and they don't speak any fucking, and they don't speak the language. And the barrier to entry is so low to come over here, because they come over and their uncle, their great uncle, their brother, their mother's brother, all that shit, some sort of family, and they have a lot of family, just like the fucking Hispanics do. They got a lot of extended family. Come over here and Uncle Uncle Sidwar has got a fucking couple of trucks or a trucking business, so he's going to put you to work. They're going to walk you through the process of getting your fucking your CDL learner's permit, which my dog can get that. It's fucking easy. They get it, and as long as they're driving with another guy that actually has a legitimate CDL, then they can drive, which is not a good fucking thing. Because just getting your CDL learner's permit, just getting your CDL, even going to a trucking school, is not nearly enough to drive these trucks. You have to then go work with a company that has you with a legit veteran driver that can teach you the ups and downs of this business. And even then, it's fucking scary after 3-4 months getting out on your own. But these fucking idiots are driving around, just goofy as hell, not knowing the first thing about what the fuck they're doing. So therefore they park shitty, or they don't know how to make wide turns and all that kind of stuff. So it's just fucking irritating. I don't give a shit if you're from the Punjab region of India, or you're from Africa, or you're from fucking Mexico, or South America, or you're from fucking Alabama. Know how to do the fucking job, take it fucking seriously, speak enough English, or good, speak good English so that you can communicate with people, because English is the fucking language of this country, at least right now. It is the dominant language in the USA. That's probably not going to be for very long. But it's just, I'll end with this. I'm a 51-year-old man who is watching his country erode right in front of his eyes. And I don't know why people I don't know why people give me a hard time for being very, very upset about that. I'm watching my country fall apart in leaps and bounds in front of my eyes, and it affects me on a daily basis, an hourly basis sometimes. But yet, I'm not supposed to have opinions. I'm not supposed to get upset. I'm not supposed to be irritable. I'm just supposed to go with the flow. Does that make any fucking sense at all? Does that seem sane to you? Because I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the world. I do think I'm pretty fucking smart. Probably think I'm smarter than I actually am. But that fucking completely it bothers it more than bothers me. It terrifies me. It shocks me. And on the low end, it just irritates me. It just keeps me at an irritated fucking level all the time. So then when I run into people that maybe don't deserve the ire that I have, they get more than they should get. So it's on me to try and calm myself down and realize who should get it and who shouldn't. That's a hard job. It's a hard job when you're trying to live life and pay bills and you're feeling bad about being away from your family, and you're wanting to be home more often, you're wanting to get down the road, and you've got a schedule to keep. You don't really have time to be a nice fucking human being sometimes. And it would be easier if the rest of this fucking country were nice human beings. Because when I am confronted with nice, pleasant human beings that actually know what they're doing, that take their job somewhat seriously, I'm in a good mood. I was in a good mood yesterday because I ran into people that were that way. And now I'm not in a good mood because I run into people that just don't give a fuck. Okay? That, I run into a lot of GDAF motherfuckers. GDAF. DGAF. Don't give a fuck. DGAF motherfuckers. Don't give a fuck. Or are not fucking smart enough to understand that they don't give a fuck. That's the problem. I mean, we're letting, it is not just the trucking industry, we're letting doctors, nurses, airplane mechanics, airplane pilots, people that need to be at the fucking top of their fucking game because people can get killed if they're not. But it's just like, hey man, it's like that fucking Holiday Inn commercial. That was real popular a few years ago. Well, hey, I'm not so and so, but I'm not so and so, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn. You know, or I'm not so-and-so, but I play one on TV. I mean, that it doesn't fucking cut it, bro. That doesn't cut it. I'm not a fucking truck driver. I'm not an airplane pilot, but I play one on TV, or I sit at a Holiday Inn, bro. It does not fucking cut it. And I don't know when people are going to get their fucking head out of their ass and realize that we're losing, you know, our once great country right before our fucking eyes. Is it just me? God damn. All right. Till next time, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, Big Rig Johnny here, Big Rig Rants. You can tune in every day or so. Got my new YouTube channel, so go to that and put some comments on there and make me a big YouTube star. The grumpy truck driver. See ya.